This is my Death Knight. I'm still in about half tank gear. As you can see, I'm using a 333 sword, and a lot of these teams have their weapons already because they've been 80 for longer, or 85 for longer. Wow. But I'm fairly behind on gear. Luckily, my class is slightly overpowered, and I did play a Death Knight to very high ratings previous seasons. I lost some of the achievements in a botched server transfer, so he was down for about 4 months while that came through, and got 2K-ish on a PhD for Season 8. So, I've been a decent DK before. I make a lot of mistakes, and it's frustrating watching yourself afterwards, seeing you make these stupid mistakes, just straight stupid mistakes that you never would have made. If this was Season 6 or Season 5 when I actually played, I would not be playing this badly at all. So we get the Druid out of stealth after sitting on the Warlock's pet, making him health funnel, and then switching to the Warlock. I wanted to see if I could kill a pet and make the Warlock take 20% more damage. He does heal it, so yeah. My pet's on the Warlock, my Gargoyle's on the Warlock. That's a mistake on my part. I should have saved it for this Druid. Roots for 10 seconds. There's the swap so that I have a Dispel buffer. And I don't think he's going to try to Dispel it, just not to risk getting a UA. We're up both at about 70%. I know for a fact this Warlock cannot kill my Paladin. And with Anti-Magic Shell and a free casting Paladin on me, with the Lichborn healings that I can do, and the Death Striking and whatnot, it's really, really an easy win. Warlock, if he wants to win this match at this point, needs to be Dren manaing. Even then, my Paladin can keep both of us up against an Affliction lock, as long as his pet's on him and generating Holy Power almost indefinitely, just with the self-healing that I can do and whatnot. This is a terrible comp to face as Hots and Dots because both of us are just really no viable target. I'm on the Druid. I don't know if he blue tree form. I'm not paying too much attention. Kick a Regrowth. Technically, I should be looking to go straight into a Silence. I don't have it up. It's just the Ruin cooldown that's coming up, and it's not doing it. I can't kick this one, unfortunately. There's my pet Enrage, and there's the Tree Form. This is what I wanted to get out of the way. Tree Form is incredibly powerful. These instant regrowths are going to top him up, but if you look at his mana, it was just falling. He innervated in Tree Form to run away to keep everything up. I'm switching back to the Warlock. Just as many dots as I can keep off. If I can kick Shadow Spell twice or stun him or something, the dots will fall off, leaving me open to dispel, or my Paladin open to dispel fears, roots, etc., without risking catching himself in a silence with UA. So that's pretty much the goal of being on this Warlock right now. This Druid's down to 22k mana. I don't think he's very mana efficient because Druids can out-mana Paladins, but it takes a lot of work, and he does have to heal through my Necrotic Strike, and I do spam it on both of them because I want their casting to be reduced by 30%. Even if I'm not trying to damage the Warlock at all, I just want to keep him from make him waste as much time as he can trying to do this. He does eventually give up on the mana game and start mana burning, but they're so far behind as is, they're not going to be able to do anything. My pet stun is up. I'm not going to use it till he's enraged, and I'm not even going to use it because the Hodge is 6 seconds and it's going to be DR'd down to 2, which is really pointless. My Strangulate is up, so is Dark Sim. Everything is up for me, except for Gargoyle, which will be up in about 5 seconds if I can't get a kill here. So I'm just throwing this up. He is silenced, and there's a kill. My pet took it this time. And yeah, this is the same team again. However, I really didn't want to spam you guys with the same team over and over again because we did face these guys 5 times and won 4 of them. The other one my Paladin DC'd. I kind of feel bad for these guys considering our MMR just went 15, 16, 1700, and we sat about 1800 at the end of this with almost no losses. Gear considered, no losses. We never truly got outskilled, but we did lose 4 games. So here, I switch early. I have already blown my Strangulate thinking I might be able to kill this Warlock. It's not going to happen. He ports. So I'm switching back to the Druid. There's the Hodge that came out of it. I'm not able to get a kill. Had I known he was Hodge if we were in Vent, my early matches are never in Vent, and this Paladin doesn't talk too much, but he knows his class really well. As you can see, my pet hits really hard. Gargoyle's up. This is going to be a Tree Form. If I hadn't wasted my Strangulate, this would be a kill. Had I been Necrotic Striking like I'm supposed to and using my utility instead of damage to get a kill, that would have been a kill. We could have gotten it in the Tree Form quite easily. One Necrotic Strike will cancel about half of Regrowth. My Global's half of theirs, so I can almost entirely cancel the Regrowth without the Hots. The Hots will still go through, but he will waste his 1 Global, and I don't think he had his Swift Mend up. My Gargoyle's still on him. which is going to keep him from drinking or whatever, and keep him at about 80%. I just Dark Sim to Fear, so I fear the Warlock. Or not the Warlock, I feared the Resto Druid. And I love pathing some days. Look at where he's at. He is all the way across the map. This lock is stuck in Desecration and Chains of Ice. And this Druid's got to run back, out of position like no other, to get back to his Warlock. My pet just enrages. My pet is on the Warlock. And yeah, or my pet is on the Druid. Wow, I'm really getting these two confused. But it's not much of a match from here. He got mad out of position. Half health, a third of health. Line of sighting, whatever feared. Now the Warlock's out of position because he had a portal. They wanted to switch the side, and the Druid came around anyway. Necrotic Strike is going up. Kick a Regrowth. Death Coils. Anything I can do. There's the War Stomp, but Dots and my pet will steal the KB from me every time. This is a switch. This is an Unholy Druid, or Unholy Death Knight and a Feral Druid. These guys are from Cedrus, and the guild's happy every day, and these guys hate me with a passion. I was playing Arms Warrior Unholy DK, and anything with the priest lost. And that was pretty much it. That is all we could kill. And we straight globaled their 2500 rogue priest. So these guys absolutely hate me. Their burst is pretty high, so I Lichborn and Coil Heal myself to full. My Paladin did Trinket. This should have been communicated on Vent. We're not on Vent. I can't tell him I'm fine. He can't tell me I'm trinketing. So my pet enrages. The Druid pops everything. Survival Skin, Bark Skin. Survival Instincts, Bark Skin. Frenzied Regeneration is going up, so he's gonna heal up a little bit, but my Dots and Necrotic Strike and just the pets are going to keep him down. I play this mad overkill and just make sure that I'm not going to die, because I am low resilience, and these guys can straight wreck me if they just throw up Necrotic Strike and let Feral Druid Bleeds take on me the whole time. They will kill me, so I'm not even going to chance losing, and now it's on an Unholy DK versus two of us with full everything. This is a Frost Mage and a fucking Hunter. This is not a comp at all, and this is not really much of a match either. Nice thing about this is, my Gargoyle and my Enraged Pet will outright kill this Hunter. That's how silly this is. Death Knights are stupid easy without any healing. I don't have to do anything. Gargoyle is up. My pet isn't enraged yet, so he's not going to die outright, but he'll get fairly low. I can't tell my Paladin. I'm just going to let the Gargoyle kill him, so I have to come back out. Death Coil spam. Look at the Mage. Stole a Polymorph. There's his Ring of Frost. He doesn't have any more dots on him, so I sheep the Mage. Mage trinkets. I get stuck in that. My Paladin's going to cleanse me. That just blew a trinket on the Mage, which doesn't really matter. My Paladin didn't or couldn't take advantage of hodging him. I'm not sure if he noticed, but that's pretty much instant win when something like that happens. It is luck, but against a mage you really have to know what they're doing. It's all your knowledge of the class and how predictable they are versus you. If I get a mage or a druid in Dark Sim, it's almost always an Ice Lance or a Fell Flame or a Moonfire. But just knowing the class and seeing, if Ice Barrier breaks on you, they're probably going to blink if you pet stun, so you got to stun them, throw up Dark Sim, you can get their blink, and then a lot of mages will even take it from there, not realizing you got to blink, and deep freeze you, and that's pretty much instant win. This is an Unholy Death Knight and a Resto Druid. I was actually scared for this match because these guys outgear me. As much as I hate to say, gear does take a massive part in this, considering I am using tank gear. I think I have a 14% chance to parry. It's stupid. Gargoyle is up, Pet is up. On the Druid, I know my Paladin can straight tank this Death Knight. I can just tell by the fact that they're running Druid, Death Knight at this 1600 bracket with weapons. They're not amazingly decent. Pet enrages on the Druid. There's my pet stun on him. Tree form. Bah. Anyway, I'm not getting a kill here. It's just, look how quickly his health goes up with the Swiftmend and the Regrowth. It's just not even a challenge. My Paladin still has his bubble. My Paladin still should have his baby Jesus. Actually, no, I think he used it. He should still have Aura Mastery if this DK kicks. This team should beat us every time just from rotating Cyclones and keeping my pet in control when he's enraged and whatnot. But they don't do it, so yeah. Unholy Holy versus Resto Druid DK. My money's on the Resto Druid just because Treeform is so obnoxious. It guarantees the Death Knight, his time to set it up where if you get a warrior or something that does it right, my Paladin's going to fall over. This Druid starts to kite me. It's very annoying when it happens. I'm not entirely ruin starved because I haven't been in melee range, but now's where I need to start coiling. Pet is enraged, and my pet stun's going to be coming up soon, if it's not already up, so I get peeled. I pet stun. I do control it. It's control 3. I haven't made a macro up for it again, which is fine. Kick the Cyclone. That means he's locked out of nature. Bad move. Should have been kiting. Necrotic Strike goes up. Necrotic Strike again. Coil. Coil. Yeah. Druid dies. Strangulate, Hodge, all sorts of things were great for these teams. Death Knight Mage, this is just preying on overpowered classes. This is just like the Pharaoh Druid Death Knight where bad players, well, generally bad players can do it fairly well. Stuck in this, Gnome Racial out of that. Actually, I think I got cleansed out of it. AMS so I can get out. Get on the Mage, Chains of Ice him, grip him in, his blink is down. There's the Ice Block. I haven't Dark Simmed yet. I probably should have. Switch to the DK for half a second, put my Gargoyle on him, come back, kick the Polymorph. That's all my thing was trying to do. He Ice Blocked so he could get free and do it, but I'm not going to let a Mage CC. It means we're going to lose. There's a Hodge on the Mage, into a Polymorph on my Paladin, but there's the pet on my Paladin, so it's pretty much lost. I can't. I don't have the macro set up in this yet, but you can Unholy Frenzy out of it again. They took it away from Hysteria because it was being used as a CC buffer, and Unholy Frenzy's been changed to 2% of your health every 3 seconds or something like that. So I can just throw it on my Paladin on a Rogue Mage team and pretty much instant win. It's not hard, unless they can wreck me. But pretty much tear these guys a new one with Pet Cleaves. That's all I did. My pet steals all my KBs. Okay. This is a Pharaoh Druid and Affliction Warlock. I really don't go on this team. I'm going to set the Warlock. I make one huge mistake in this match and we still win. Technically it's not a huge mistake, but it would have made this so much funnier. The Pharaoh Druid really can't do much to me. Well, actually he can. He just can't do much. I can't do much about it other than bop his bleeds. And it's very unfortunate. Dark Sim is up, and if you look at my bars really closely, I just got a Death Coil. I have just changed all my bars around so it matches my warrior a little bit, and the playstyles don't get confused too much. And I got a Death Coil, and it's the same animation, and me looking at my bars to find out what's going on. I don't realize this is a Death Coil, and think it's my own, not his, and don't use it at all. The other thing this team makes is, instead of healing, the Pharaoh Druid should be going for Cyclones and Dot Switches. And hopefully they can get a kill, and then the Druid's stuck on a 1v1. He plays it healing, which means he's going to lose. Doing more than one regrowth or healing touch or whatever, and maybe a life bloom, pretty much means it's over. Once he switched out of this, what he should have done is cycloned me a couple of times already. As you can see, we're both at 50 just from bleeds and whatnot. All of his bleeds have fallen off, so he's putting out no pressure. Dots have just ticked off, so this match is over right here. There's nothing they can do. Baby Jesus is out, and he's just not. My Paladin's not going to play around with getting a kill. He's going to full health everyone, even though his bubble's up, and he's just probably going to bubble as an insult pretty soon. He likes to do that, and just stop any chance of getting a counter kill. Death Coil spam, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me farming my DK up, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Hopefully I'll get some more footage for him later.